Good morning, everyone. This morning it's 80 degrees in my greenhouse. It is about 6:30 in the morning, and I thought I'd spend a little time discussing pollinating tomatoes. It is really a simple thing, and I think some people try to make it much more complicated than it is. But I'm going to walk through and show you kind of what I do. Unfortunately, some of my tomatoes have fallen, and I've mentioned it a number of times. I've got to get up here and put up the trellis. The trellis I need to put up right there and string it all the way down 100 feet to the other end. And I need to do that in multiple areas. And I just haven't done it yet. Anyway, back to topic. So pollinating tomatoes. As you can see on my tomato plants, I have a lot of tomatoes. Let's see here. We can zoom in a little bit. You know, just about every branch has this many tomatoes on it. Some have gotten two. Get those off. No reason to spend energy on that. But for the most part, all my tomato plants, save maybe one or two, have a lot of tomatoes on them. Let's see here. And it's a very simple process. I'm not seeing a whole lot of open flowers this morning, but all I do is come into the garden and I find the flowers. Let's see if we can find the flowers, and I tap gently. You don't have to do it hard. And I tap. You can shake like this. That's fine. Only problem is when you do that, by the time you've done 100 plants, your fingers are green. I do have a solution for that as well. But like these have lots of flowers still coming on. They're tiny little flowers, so all I do is tap. Come through and tap. If they're open, I tap. If they're a little open, I tap. These are still just opening up because the sun is just now coming in here. But it's not a hard thing to do. I was listening to a post yesterday, or reading a post yesterday, where someone was Q-tipping their tomato plants, and I was like, what the heck? Why? I mean, would you really want to Q-tip this many tomato flowers? I mean, look, there's what, 30 there, 100 there. This whole plant probably has 200-300 tomatoes on it. I would not want to Q-tip every single one of those flowers. That's the one that bit the dust last night, evidently. Something got in here and knocked it down. But, you know, these are my borer blueberries. I've talked about them a number of times. And they are prolific. They put out tons of flowers. Look at this. Can you see that? All of those are going to need pollinating today. All of them. And what I will do is I'll shake the branch. That's all I will do. Oh dear. That is not a good sign, people. Sorry, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Something has defoliated this branch. This branch right here. You see that? And is moving on to this one. If I had to guess, I've got a big worm on there somewhere. Yeah, look at this. See? Here, 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 here. Yeah, something's been in here munching. That's weird. That is a strange thing to see, and I am not seeing a worm. Not even seeing evidence of a worm. No poop. No worm poop. there is definitely something eating the branch. Huh. If I had to guess, it'd probably say grasshoppers, just from the fact I'm not seeing much evidence of anything else. But anyway, back to what I was saying. These are Brad's crazy cherries, and this one fell yesterday. But look at that. Would you really want to come in here and Q-tip pollinate every single one of these on every single branch, on every single plant? I mean, if you've got 2 or 3 plants, that might be okay. But if you're gentle, you just come through and tap, tap, tap. And tap, 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 tap. That's all you do. I'm really gonna have to, today may be the day for the trellis since it's only 80 in here right now. What I want to do, oh, here's a good, pretty area here on the Brad's, or Boar's blueberries. I keep calling them Brad's, but look at that. You just do this. You just do this. And just do this. And you just do this. And you just do that. And you just do that. And that's all you have to do. You can shake. I can shake this branch. If you want to get that whole branch at one time and not have to go tap, tap, tap the whole thing, you just do this. Now, when it gets real hot, consistently above 90 degrees, you may see flowers start to fall off. That's flower drop. It happens when they get a little hot. But if you can get them pollinated before that happens, you will have tomatoes. You will not have flower drop. And that's really, why every morning this is what I do. I come in here and I tap or shake my branches and pollinate my tomato flowers. Now, you're going, you literally bend over every plant and do that to every flower? Mostly. I prefer to shake the branch over tapping the flowers just because it's a whole lot easier. If it's just got a few open, I might come through and just tap. But let's say it's something I can't reach, like those over there right now. I will take a broom and do it. Which, unfortunately, my broom was not very close. I wasn't as prepared for this, man. Starting to see some good color in here. That's exciting. Let me show you an example. If for some reason there is a plant it's difficult to reach, do this. That's all you do. This is supposed to be Brad's crazy, right? Boar's crazy cherries is what this is supposed to be. I don't know if it just needs fertilizing. It's looking a little peaked. But it's not putting on nearly as many tomatoes as I was hoping for, but tons of flowers. They're just drying out. I need to make sure it's getting watered well enough. But if you look at this here, so hold up this little area here, would you really want to hand pollinate every single one of those little flowers? No, you just shake it a little bit. The whole branch pollinated one time. That's it. That's all you do. No need to make it complicated. Just keep it simple. That's it. Pollinated. 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 All of it. Hand pollinated. Just like that. Now I can walk through the whole garden and do that in a matter of minutes instead of hours it would take me to do this entire garden. I mean, seriously, it would take an hour to do one plant as many flowers as I've got on these. I don't understand why anybody would want to actually Q-tip every single one. I mean, that's crazy. I'm sorry. That's time consuming. Now, granted, I find a lot of peace in my garden, and pollinating and doing things like that, absolutely, you know, it's a comforting thing to do. However, what I want to be doing is harvesting this time of year. Beautiful tomatoes. Don't you? I mean, isn't that what you want to spend your time doing? You don't want to spend your time in here just, you know, doing every single flower. I don't even know if guys know what Q-tipping is. It's kind of the same thing I do with my squash plants, but you use a Q-tip instead. I mean, it's a pretty simple process. A lot of the pollen gets caught in the Q-tip hairs, I find. It's not my favorite thing to do for really anything but maybe tomatillos. Is the only thing I probably would Q-tip in this garden. But as far as tomatoes go, yeah, I'm not sure I would waste my time with it. It's too much. It's too much work. Anyway, all right. Well, that is about it. I know this was a short one, but I felt like it needed to be said because holy cow, guys. Why? Why would you do that? When all you have to do is go. Just tell them good morning. Just pat them on the heads. Tell them good morning. Good morning, little flowers. Make some tomatoes. That's all you gotta do. Good morning, little flowers. Good morning, little flowers. Say hi to them, and they will repay you in kind. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm gonna walk through and see if I can't get my ladder down here and put up a trellis. Because either that or it's just gonna be a wild garden with all my plants laying on the ground, which is fine. You know, it'd be like an Easter egg hunt finding the ripe tomatoes, but that's okay. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.